I finally added templates to my website, guys, and the first one I have here, the jumbo card template. I'm going to show you how you make this fully designed jumbo card, and you could do any theme that you like by using my blank template on my website, thecraftprintshop.com. Also, I want to let you guys know, if you did not come from your purchase, you just found me on YouTube, I have this available in the 11 by 17 size if you want to print from home, or in the 12 by 18 inch size if you want to print from Walgreens or Staples. So let's get straight into the tutorial. If you did not purchase this and you came from YouTube, guys, I have the link for you to purchase this template, and there'll be so much more coming soon. Once you've made your purchase, you're going to download your purchase, and what you're downloading is this receipt that you see right here. Now, right where it says Canva template, you're just going to click it, and then you're going to open it up and it'll take you straight to the template. I also want to show you guys that link to Canva. If you don't have Canva, it is free, but you can pay monthly for their Pro series and it has more options. I'll show you that. There's a link for these supplies here, obviously the tutorial that you found here. Also, the important information that you know, usage policy. You cannot resell these templates, but you can sell the products that you make with these templates. So let's click on it. Click on the Canva template. You're going to, I'm opening in Safari. Then you will get here. You will not see edit template, that's for me, but right here where it says use template for new design, you're going to click here. And it will bring you here. Now, when you open for a new design, this is yours. It's in your Canva account. You can go to file right here and you can rename it whatever you'd like to name it, and know that this is 11 inches by 17 inches. Now, this area here, you can delete it. It's not necessarily needed, but it is a guideline for you to know where you can design around, where you can see it on the outside of the foil pan that's going to be glued on top of here. And also, if you want to put a decorative frame, just helps you to know where it's going to be. Now, the foil pan that I did link with your receipt, it's the 8 inches, but also it has a little lip on the end that extends and it reaches right about here. I'll show you guys once I finish showing you how to design it. Now, all of the elements here is in the free Canva account. This right here is just to show you where you would design. You could just click that and delete it. Or if you want to keep it, you can. You go right here and you can change the colors. Click on the specific color. Colors will pop up here and you choose what you want it to be. Now I'm going to show you how to fully decorate this. Now what you can do is make the designs. You could customize them with a customer's name, your child's name, print it out and create it. And if you're selling that completed product, or you can design these with just like happy birthday or happy Easter and sell the fully designed template. So let's find something. We'll go with Easter. Let's go into elements here. You're going to type in the search Easter. Now, they have graphics, we have photos, you have frames. You also have backgrounds that you can choose over here to switch it up, right? But what I want to show you, if it has that little crown, that means it's part of Pro. You have to pay for Pro in order to use any elements that have that little crown. So let's go to see all graphics and see what's available. So something like this is for free. These are for free. You see, they have a nice variety of free things, but then they also have more if you're using Pro, right? So let's do something really simple. What about this little bunny here? Cute. And you just put it there. Now, I also want to show you different ways if you're not familiar with Canva. Let's say you want to use someone's picture. Let's go back to all right here. You see these frames? Let's click on see all first. Now, all of these frames are actually free. So that's good. I like this fully encircled frame. Let's remove. I'm going to do a duplicate right here. See a duplicate page? And you can make two. So there's the one up here. We'll remove the frame. We'll leave the bunny because I do want to do one with the bunny. Let's see how it turns out. And then remove the bunny. Let's try this little frame right here, right? Also, I want to show you what an open frame. This is a cute frame too. Let me not get easily distracted, okay? Let's keep the blue frame. And let's do one of these with an open top frame so we can see. This has a dotted line around it. Are any of them just a regular frame? I want to show you this one. So you can see what it's going to look like if there aren't any designs around it. Also too, let's get this bunny just so I can show you how it's used. So you're going to go to your uploads and then you're going to upload a picture that you want to use, whether it's you, yourself, a family member, whatever. I'm going to use my beautiful sister right here. She's not going to mind. So what you're going to do with the image, you're going to drag and just hover right over and it drops right into that, right? So I'm going to zoom in just for us to see. Now what you're going to do, you're going to double click on that picture, click on the white circle on the side and expand it to make it bigger and then fit it in right here. So you just size it to fit in any frame and then just click out. And that's what it would look like if you were to fill the frames in. Let's do it again with the fully covered frame. So that's what you'll see. You can double click, bring that image down, and she's in the frame. And then one more time into the egg. So now you see the egg is just a shape and you'll just see your background images here. So that's how that would look if you wanted to add a picture. So I'm just going to delete it. Now, when you click delete on these frames, it deletes the image first, then you delete again to delete the actual frame, right? Now let's go back to our bunny. Now you have your image. You can also use words. So when you go back to elements, let's type in Happy Easter. We're on frames right here. So it's still on frames. Just go back, click on all right here. So now under graphics, right here, we're going to see all. And you have a whole bunch of Happy Easters that you can use if you want that wording on there. And this is good for if you choose to sell already decorated cards. So let's say, which one do we like? That you got to find something that kind of matches with our style, which look like the watercolor bunny. You don't want anything too bright. This is very busy, but we're just randomly choosing, right? Now, let's say you're doing that. Now, this background blue is very distracting. You can go right up top here and change your background color right here, right? Photo colors, whatever images you upload onto, or not even upload, whatever image you put onto your design, Canva pulls the colors for you to have them matching. So let's say we wanted to, I like this. I like this. But kids do like colorful things, so it's all up to you. Or you can come down here and choose colors. If you don't see a color here, you're going to click right here where this plus sign is. If you know the code for the color, type it in, or you just go across and find the color that you need. Slide the bar over to the pinks, see? So all colors are available, right? Also too, see they have the gradient option. You could click on one and they have the different colors if that's what you want. Now also here, backgrounds. I spoke about backgrounds. When you click on a background, they have different categories. They have a full gradient here also. All the different colors. We're going to come out of there. And now they have full design. They have patterns. And this automatically fills into the background. So this one right here is like a little money. We're obviously not going to use that for Easter unless it's for like an older child or something. They have some floral ones. So look at that. With something like this, just having someone's picture at the top, you don't even need all these words. Like, look at that there. And then you have an image of someone right on top there. That'll be cute. They have this floral one, which is more framed like. Look at the roses. So this is what it looks like if you just choose a background from Canva. This is cute too. But we are going to stick with just a color, right? So let's start over. I'm going to choose the color that I want. I want to go with a pink. You know what? Let's go with a blue because I'm always talking about boys don't have enough. We'll choose a real light pale blue. There we go. Let's go back to elements. Let's find the image that we want to use. Easter. They also have these bunny ears, which is really cute. But for some reason, this bunny is just calling my name. I really like this little bunny here. No, you guys? Now, the only thing is with like watercolor bunnies, you need to find watercolor images to go with it, right? So I'm going to click this one. Perfect. This is really cute for a baby boy. So now what I'm doing is I like to find also too, you see I clicked on here. Look right here, the magic recommendations. We're going to see all of those because a lot of them are going to be like watercolor images that'll match with our product. So what I like to do is put a lot of random different items just all around here that matches. And I like to do multiple sizes. So I'll make this real tiny. I'll duplicate it and make it a little bit bigger and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I like to see like half of it coming out. So let's find some more watercolor images that'll match. And you just sporadically lay them because what it basically looks like is a pattern. Like, you know, you see how we chose that background that already had patterns on it? This is just looking like an already made pattern, but we're just designing it the way that we want it. Honestly, it's pure preference. I just love the way this looks. Let me keep all of them here. Another little basket. Just random. And now another option that you can do, because this is going to take a little bit of time, multiple items. Now, instead of them looking just flat, we can go to edit right here and go to shadow, because these are all the different effects that you can do with them. So you're going to go to shadow. And I like to, you can put an outline if you want. I don't like outlines. You can make it bigger. You can go in and change the color of this outline right here. White would be the smartest. And you see, when you have that little offset on there, right? I'm gonna go back to none. I prefer a drop shadow. It makes it looks like the items are like a little 3D popping out of your frame. I'm gonna go back into edit. Also too, you can do the glow. Let's make the glow a little bigger so you can see it. You see how it's kind of popping out now? You can change the size. You can change the blur. You can also change the intensity. Right? So look at that. They look like a little 3D. I prefer this. So I would go into each item and edit. And I'm going to add. I'm going to do drop shadow for all of them. Right? Now, it's best to do these before you start duplicating and spreading them all over the place because who wants to click on them each time, right? So if I was to go in and duplicate it now, it's going to, where you at? Oh, Canva acting a fool. It's there, there we go. Make it a little smaller with the little shadow, you know? And I'm just going to lay these sporadically throughout my design. Also, I like these cute little banners. I guess they would be considered banners, right? I really like this. So what I would do is make my bunny a little bit smaller, bring him down. Very cute. I'm going to go to position and you can move it to the front right here. I want him, yes, there we go. Now what I would do is the little eggs that I have back there in these designs, we're going to move them down because it doesn't look right with the banner up there. You know what I'm saying? Let's move these. Hold on. Move. There we go. So from here is basically what you want to do. There's one more thing I want to show you too. with me putting this frame here, remember I said you can remove it after you're done. If you don't want a frame here, after you're done designing everything all over the card, you can remove it so you don't see it, and then you just glue your foil pan. You glue your plastic cover right on top. Or you can go in, take away Easter. Oh, no, I'm going to put in Easter frames. So you can find frames. Look for one that is a square. I like that, but it's too much matching my little bunny. Also, too, I want to find something that's going to match with my watercolor theme I have going on here. This is something simple, but I just want to show y'all how it would look. So you would make this to the size that you want here. I would go in and delete the one that I put for you, center it back in here, and then you have like a little frame right where your plastic is going to go. Click on the bunny, go back to position and bring it to the front. So it's above the little circles right there. See? So that's how that would look. I honestly would love a watercolor frame, but I don't see square ones that I really like. So I have the square here, like template. Let's say you found this. You could put this on the, oh, don't stretch it out. Don't stretch it out. Hold on, bring it back in. Hit the center, then move it. You can put this on the bottom. Oh, it's actually the perfect size, right? And then if you find something else to go around the edges that you like, let's say, what is this? These little leafy things. We'll use this as a good example. You're going to put this across the top. You can make a duplicate. Bring the duplicate down. This little circle here is to turn it. So we're going to turn 90 degrees. Place it here. Make a duplicate. Put it on the other side. So when you find things you like, you can make your own frame. Now this right here, I'm going to, again, position to the front because we want it on top. You see that? But the only problem with this is it's not giving the watercolor to match. So I like to match things up. So if you're going to do bright colors, make sure all of your elements are bright. With these, it's like watercolor options. Make sure it's all that watercolor option. Here's another way for the border. If you don't like a full border, I would take the options that I have here. Let me move this up a bit. We're going to move the bunny higher as well. Not higher, but, you know, on top. You don't want the design on top of it. So let's say you line up. Let's position to the front. You can line up a bunch of little baskets along the bottom. This one. And this could be your design. Let's make it a little bigger. And I'm going to leave this as a design we use because I don't want to spend too much time. I just want you to understand how you would use Canva, right? So I'm going to do a few of these. There we go. We'll do 2 on the end so that it matches the exact design. So this will be my border. So you can make up your own. And there we go. Now what I want to do, I'm going to bring this down a little just to go in and delete the border that I had there to show you. We go to our bunny and we will not animate, position to the front. Oh, he's already in the front. No, he wasn't. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. All right, so now he's centered and there it is. So for me, this is fine, but I want to move this over so I could get a handle of that. I want more of these all around. So you're just going to go in and multiply them everywhere. If you want to put anything in the center, that's fine. Just know it'll be blocked when you put your candies and stuff like that in there. So I'm just going to make more. Another thing that oh, these were two. Let's do some more. What are we gonna do here? All right, so I'm gonna make the bunny a little smaller. I want to be able to see the banner. I don't want it touching the banner, right? Now, another thing I like to do, usually I would like to go in, I'm gonna see if I can find some more Easter eggs. I'm gonna see what watercolor Easter eggs are available. Look at this one. I like. So go to see all again, the recommendations. So they're all going to be similar watercolor eggs. So I'm going to make them real tiny. And what I like to do is spread them around like little polka dot designs. I stretch that out all throughout the design. Let's get some more eggs. Make them small. And you can do multiple sizes. And again, this is just something I like to do. Totally up to you how you want to design yours. But I just wanted to show you the main features in Canva if you're not familiar with them. Okay, so this is my design. So now what you're going to do, remember you change it to whatever name you want it to be. You're going to file here. You're going to name it. I'm just going to name it card design. So I know this is the one that I designed for the video. You're going to press enter. Don't just come out of it when you do the name, right? And then it'll save. Now right here, you're going to go to share. You're going to download. Now you can download this as a PNG, but we're going to check to see when you're printing outside what file they prefer, so we know whether it's a PNG or a PDF that you want to save. I like to do PDF, the printing option here. Then you're going to click on flatten PDF. That just flattens everything so that nothing moves in the process of saving. Then we're going to go to download. Okay, now I want to show you, before I show you how to print at home, if you have a wide format printer. If you do not have a wide format printer, you can print at Walgreens. So go to the photo right here. Go to all photos. We're going to posters, not prints and enlargement, posters. Now you have the option of a poster. You have the option of an adhesive poster. You see the price difference, $16.99 and $12.99. So we're going to go into the regular posters. And what I wanted to show you right here, the sizes, they do not have 11 by 17. They do have 12 by 8. That's $14.99. 12 by 18, sorry, that's $14.99. Now right here, you can have the satin paper, and then they have the adhesive, $18.99, which already comes sticky for you, and you can just lay it onto your poster board. Now, you also have the options besides Walgreens. Staples is your next option. Same thing, go to their printing and marketing, and I'm sure there's other brands, but I just want to show you these two major ones, right? Now you're going to go to posters, same thing as in Walgreens. They have adhesive, they have custom posters, and you could just do foam board here, but it's going to be a little bit more. You see it starts at 17. So let's try adhesive. Go to create now. Same thing. You see it has a 12 by 18. Price is $13.49. Use your own design right here, and you would upload the image that we just saved. Let me just see what file they would ask of you. And let's go to Walgreens. Go to create, we go to adhesive. You see the price of adhesive? It's $18.99 at Walgreens. And it's cheaper at Staples. You can see that. So right here, JPEG, PDF, so any one. So PDF or PNG or JPEG. Now for Walgreens, let's go to upload photo from my computer. It does not tell you. So I have old albums. Let's go to select photo. Let's go to download. So it does not take a PDF. So you would need a PNG. I have a PNG here. These are not the same sizes, but as you can see, the PNG options are the only one that lights up. The PDF, not so much. So for Walgreens, you save it as a PNG. If you're printing at Staples, it can be a PNG or a PDF. So let's go back into, now let's go to our image, our PDF. We're printing at home. So I'm going to double click on that PDF. Now I'm going to go to File, Print, change the printer I'm using. I'm using the Epson EcoTank 16600. Now, first thing first, change the size. It's on 8.5 by 11. I'm going to change it to my 11 by 17 right here. Borderless. See, fits in. Then you go to media and quality. I'm sending it to the rear feeder because that holds the thicker and the longer paper. We're going to use the photo high gloss paper and it defaults to best quality. We're going to send that to print. And then I'm going to show you how to quickly assemble. So this is our foil piece here. It's the 8 inches. That measures this area. And you see how this comes out a little on the edge? It's a little wider. So that's why I put 9 inches for the square. Now this is the blank jumbo card, what it looks like when you uploaded it without the design. And you see how it fits right here, exactly here. So this square is that exact size. Now here is the one we designed. When we put it here, you see? Let me get in close for you. You're going to see that piece that we put on the border. Okay, so we're going to get our foam board. I got this from the Dollar Tree. And you're just going to glue it right on here. Our board is a little beat up because it was in the house just all over the place. What I would recommend for less cutting, go to the edge here and you're going to glue it down right on the edge. Here like that. Just straighten it once we get the glue on. That way we're just cutting here and here instead of cutting out the entire square. So we're going to lay this on this side. I'm using the Mod Podge glue. If you print it on sticker, then you know you don't have this issue. Just peel off the back and lay it onto your foam board, then cut out. I'm just going to pour. This is lumpy, so I'm gonna have to get it out. I'm gonna bring it here so if any glue comes off, it goes onto the board that I'm already gluing it on. Here I'm just using the brayer to flatten it down nice and smooth. And now I'm going to get a cutting mat to put underneath the foam board. So when we're cutting it, we don't mess up our desk or wherever you cut. And even if you're cutting on the floor, you don't want to mess up what's underneath the foam board. You just want to cut through and make it an easy cut. I'm using Cricut's True Control knife. And what I do is I slice down like across the top, but a really thin real thin. Like I'm not trying to go all the way to the bottom. I'm just creating like a guideline, and then I go over it 3 times and press harder, and then it'll be nice and smooth. So I'm doing the same thing down the side. I'm just moving it around to make sure it stays completely on the desk and I don't like drop the thing. But first cut is a real thin, smooth cut just to give you a guideline, then go back over and press down hard and deep, and then it comes off nice and smooth. And it's perfect. You see that? And now we're ready to add our pieces in there. And I just want to show you, look at how the square fits exactly to the size that we needed. Perfect. This one is Easter. So if you want to add a little, just know you're about to make your life difficult. You're going to flip it over. We're going to put, like, chuck it towards the bottom so it look like, you know, I'm putting some of my supplies here. With this, it takes up a little bit of space, so maybe I don't need to add much. I have some grain that I have here. Let's flip it over and kind of see what it looks like. We don't need to put nothing else. All right, this is just an example. So if you wanted to add stuff, you're gonna add, I have some coasters here, a little bookmark, things like this, so you want it to be kind of seen somewhere in the front, but I don't want to block my product either. So we're just gonna leave it for now, right? So you're gonna stack your chips, and this is where it's gonna get tricky because you have to measure approximately where it's gonna go, right? And then I'm showing you without the glue. You're gonna place it like this so that when you flip it over, it is where you need it to be, right? So you see how that's gonna look. So let's try it out. Let's hold it where it is, flip it back, put it here, and leave it. Now, what I've seen people do is they'll put a little bit of like a Gorilla Glue, a little on the edges. The last time I used hot glue, but it was too hot. So I do have the Ryobi glue pen, which doesn't get as hot as the glue guns. So I'm gonna try that out. I'm just gonna put it on these 2 edges. I would say like a Gorilla Glue would be easier because it's wet and tacky. You can flip it over and then hold it. You know what I'm saying? So this might be a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna push some. And yes, it's not melting like the bigger glue gun did. So this, if you have a glue gun that's like they have like cool temp glue guns, it is melting a little, but not like the other one. I'm going to flip it on here and hold it in place. Let's see how it worked. Ooh, I tilted it a little bit, right? Let's see how that works. Yeah, so don't put a lot if you're using the glue pen, but look, it actually stayed. But I only did one side so I could tilt it over, and then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna raise it up a little bit and put the glue on the edge here where it belongs. And you only need a little bit, but you're gonna hold it. If you wanna go all along the line, you can. Just make sure you're looking where the pan itself stops, and then press it down. Actually, the glue pen is much better. It's not as hot and it doesn't melt like that. So put a little bit on there and it stays. Now, also I've seen people go in and reinforce with a stapler. Like just staple here, and staple here. The edges, you can't get to this part unless you have the long stapler. So you can do that too. I usually just keep it the glue. But also, if you're selling it and you're using a low temp glue gun, go in and get the edges. Go in and get the edges. I'm not selling these to people, so I wouldn't do this. See how messy that can look? You would have to be real careful. Because right here, it looks messy, but this part doesn't. And look at this side. It doesn't look messy. So if you're selling it, be very careful. I highly recommend using some sort of a wet glue. I'm gonna try a few glues and see how they do. Also too, The crystal glaze is used for bling, but it's a wet glue that you could like place on there. So I'm gonna try it and see how it comes out. So let's try it with this one. That's just the flat one we have. And with this, you can go around the entire circumference, put extra there. Just make sure everything that you're putting in here is a covered product, no open food. This also would be great if you customize treats and put the custom treats to match your theme. Customize this. Let's say we just use the same bunny theme. Customize the treats with these same images and put them in here. So we have a wet glue. We're going to lean this here. Or if you're really good and you can measure upside down, try that. Not so much. I always tell y'all I feel like my eye be a little crooked, and lean that bad boy into that, right? Now with the glue, it's wet, so you can move it around and just, I wouldn't hold here, press from the top and hold it in place, but don't press hard, y'all. And we hold that and let that dry. It look like this will work, and that way you're not messing up any of your plastic. So if you know you're not that great with the glue gun, try a wet glue. So it's sticking already, so once it dries, it's gonna be good to go. Now that you have your image done, if you want to go in and then decorate this with more things, that'll be cute. If you want to cut out some of these eggs, make them 3D on here. I do have these little bowls. You could add a pink for a girl, blue for a boy. We're gonna do blue because I did say I wanted something, but it's not like the items in here is actually for a little kid, you know? You can choose to go in and dress it up. Oh, that looks so cute. Look at that. Give it some 3D elements. And there you have it. So now you can do these for every occasion. Get the template from the website. For those who already bought it and are just here to see how to put it together, now you see. Decorate it however you want. Also, like for me, I don't want to sell these full items. So what you can do if you don't want to sell full package items with treats and things like that inside, decorate these and sell the decorated template to people. Because there are people who don't want to go in and they don't have the design skills, or they're not comfortable designing these. Fully design them for people, be able to have them customize it with their name, their children, or their pictures, and just sell them the file, and then they'll do this part. And that's it. How cute. How cute is that? You have a crafter in your life, there go their Easter present. Okay? Cute. I wanted to just show you guys that the crystal glaze glue, it worked. It's stuck on there. It's on there. And it's a very clean look. So that's a good option. Either that glue or any kind of, like, you could use like a Gorilla Glue or even a E6000. They're pretty strong, but they're nice wet glues that won't melt the container. And there you have it. And that's the finished product. But I also wanted to add, now, you see how here, nice and smooth, but right here, you see a little bubble? So that is why, I don't know what I was saying, but that's why I say on each of on the edge, you want to make sure you get that glue really good if you're not using, you know, a sticker, because it'll bubble up like that. Let's get another focus. See that? And we don't want it to bubble. But that's how you use the template. And that's how you fully decorate and add your items.